I would like to know if I have multiple reasonable accommodations from a licensed physician and a licensed mental health counselor due to a recent diagnosis and they were denied. Am I able to request what reasonable accommodations are available to me? For reference, I am a veterinary practice manager in Florida. So to answer your question, you could just Google like examples of reasonable accommodations for whatever your diagnosis is. I don't think that the company is going to provide such a thing. I don't even know that it necessarily exists because these types of things are handled on a case by case basis because it depends on your diagnosis, your medication, the severity of it, etc. And it depends on if it causes an undue burden on the business and your ability to do your essential job function. So just because you have reasonable accommodation requests from your physician doesn't necessarily mean that the company has to accept them. So for example, if you like were in tech, right, and you got carpal tunnel, a reasonable accommodation would not be to reduce, your time on the keyboard to, less than half of the time because your essential job function is to be on the computer. So that would not be an example of a reasonable accommodation. So to answer your question, sure, you can ask, you can Google, but I don't think there's going to be there's no like, I doubt that there's like a spreadsheet or a matrix to say what's reasonable and what's not because it all depends on your diagnosis and the job that you're in and the essential functions of that job. So I hope that helps.